There we go. This is Moshe coming to you from Israel and the Galilee, and I'm having the evening war report for you. So, what's going on? Well, weird occurrences between Lebanon and Israel today. I believe we did 2 targeted assassinations. The last one we got was the commander of the Hezbollah Air Force, which they don't have an Air Force. They got drones. Maybe they call missiles Air Force. Makes them feel good. They don't have any planes or anything. So he got targeted, assassinated, killed. And it's the second one today. So there's, or in 24 hours. So they're going, so we do a targeted assassination. Lebanon pours the missiles, rockets, drones on. We're getting like good-sized barrages. And then we turn around and send more ordnance back at them. And then they go back and forth. And then we do another targeted assassination. So the key point here is the target assassinations are increasing. And they're, with this thing going on with Hezbollah, it's going to keep going back and forth and exchange of punches, which is an idiot way to run a war. And I mean, real idiot way. I mean, stone cold idiot way to do a war. All right? And at some point, one side's going to get very uncomfortable with what the other side did and go back at them real heavy, like stomp on them with both feet, heels first. And then the other side's going to say, oh, I'll go do that too. And the war's going to escalate. A preemptive strike weeks and weeks ago by Israel would have been the most intelligent move they could have made. But we got the curse of Israel as a prime minister. His name's Netanyahu. So now we have a very interesting turn of events, probably courtesy of Blinken. The prime minister of Lebanon, who is not Hezbollah, that's the legit government of Lebanon, the de jure. And he said he wants to work out some sort of deal with Israel for security. In other words, he wants to come up with a deal where Lebanon doesn't get decimated. Probably came from Blinken. Blinken probably told them, because Blinken's running around here in the Middle East. So Blinken probably said, look, Israelis are out of control right now. We can barely reel them in. And you got a real problem because if they open up on you, they're going to put you in shambles, It'll take you 15, 25 years to recover. So he probably got through, and the guy wants to work something out. Now, he's also afraid of Hezbollah because they'll go around killing the children and wives and families of the people in the government if they push Hezbollah around. So what's the outcome of this? I don't know. Blinken may go in and help the Lebanese government. I don't see any real strong signs of that. Could happen. But if he winds up in a war against Hezbollah that way, well, you might not like that. I don't think he's interested in destroying Hezbollah. Biden probably is really trying to preserve Hamas and Hezbollah to use them against the U.S. Yeah, I said Biden. I know what I said. And possibly later on against Israel, I'm not sure. But Biden clearly doesn't want to see Hamas get destroyed. He won't stand for that. So these are very interesting developments. Hamas is reminding Israel the war's not over. with very lightweight missile launches and not very many of them. And now I'm hearing talk Israel's going to go into a third phase of the war. It was the fastest second phase I ever heard of. A few days. I don't know what the third phase is. I don't know. Netanyahu is such a deceitful, conniving liar that, in my opinion, you can't understand what he's going to do. He's got hidden agendas and everything else. So you just got to assume the worst with that moron. This business of trading punches with Hezbollah and Lebanon is moronic. It really is. And that just goes to show us that the military are complete idiots, or they follow Netanyahu. Why would you ever do anything like that? You know, it's so stupid. I mean, it really is stupid. None of these generals of any modern day large army that went to war colleges would ever consider something like this a rational decision. It's, on a 10 scale, 10 being the worst, it's probably a 7 or an 8. It's really stupid. And Israel should know better and could do better. This is dumb. But that's how Netanyahu's trained us. He's done that with Hamas for years. And it was under his reign for 20 years that Hamas built up all these tunnels. And the curse of Israel, Netanyahu never did anything to stop it. He should have nipped it in the bud. But whose side is he really on? He's on Netanyahu's side and the unclean spirit side. He's not on our side. So, what else is going on? So there's still fighting going on in Gaza. And the fighting's not going to stop until Israel stops it and said, okay, we're going home. Or the pounding that they give Hamas is so bad that they feel they're facing imminent death. And then they would try to give up. Try to negotiate something. Anything. And Biden keeps making sure that doesn't happen. Humanitarian aid and don't kill civilians and wind it down. Biden is clearly on the side of Hamas. He wants Hamas to stay in Gaza. That's beyond a doubt. Now, that doesn't mean Biden gets what he wants. It means that's what he wants. So, the guy in Lebanon, I don't know what he's going to do, because Israel's issue right now is we want the Hezbollah back 15 miles to the Livni River. It's actually, I think, 17 or 18. And if they go back there and they stay back there, we'll stop. And that's what the UN said they're supposed to do, but the UN's never going to enforce it, and the Hezbollah knows that, so why would they do it? See what I'm saying? So if the government of Lebanon turns against Hezbollah, will that work? No. Hezbollah kill him. If maybe they want the UN to come in, but they're already there. So what good's that going to do? The UN's already there. Maybe America, Blinken will send a few thousand soldiers from America to monitor the border. But, then we don't know when they're going to ever leave. We wake up one morning and the American soldiers aren't there. 3 o'clock in the morning, they get a knock on their tent or the barracks and they say, pack now. You have a bus here in 2 hours, and you're on the QT. You can't tell anybody. Give me your cell phones, this and that. And then they get on a bus at 5 in the morning, and they're taken to some landing strip, and they're put on planes, and they're out of there. And then the war starts, and Israel cannot trust any of the nations. America at the top of that list. And what else is going on? I think that's really about it. It's mostly what the Houthis have been quiet. I haven't heard much about them. I haven't heard American bases being attacked today. So, all right, that's the update for the evening. So I send my shalom to all those who love Yeshua HaMashiach, and I'm out. Thanks.